This is JD of Bvtvnews, and I'm back to give y'all the latest and greatest news in the sport of boxing. With that being said, I would like to invite you to hit that subscribe button if it's your first time on the channel, as well as that notification bell so that you are updated on our latest drops here at Boxing Vibes TV. Now, with that being said, let's talk a little bit about, as I call them, our great American heavyweight, over the past 10 years, and that is Mr. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Yeah, I said it. He is the best American heavyweight over the past decade. He is the man. Whether he was at the top, he didn't get to the top. But as far as America is concerned, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder has been our best that we've had to offer. Now, let's talk a little bit about Malik Scott, his trainer, and some of the comments that he made as to what the reasoning was for the lackluster performance against Joseph Parker. Now, if you remember, Deontay Wilder was a part of that Day of Reckoning card over in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, where we saw a stat card featuring Wilder, featuring AJ Joshua, a number, a host of fighters, almost too many to name. It was one of the best cards we got in a while. But we saw Deontay Wilder into the ring, and from my observation, immediately after the fight, I just didn't feel like Deontay Wilder went into that fight as his typical self, right? It looked like Deontay Wilder genuinely was not willing to really lay it all on the line like we're accustomed to seeing. We've seen him lay it all on the line against Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. We've seen him put his neck on the line, almost dang near get knocked out, but rally back against Louis King Kong Ortiz. And we've always seen Deontay Wilder not fearful of taking punches in order to land that Thanos-like right hand on any heavyweight opponent who dares to enter the ring against him. But on this night against Joseph Parker, that just wasn't the Deontay Wilder that we saw. We saw a Deontay Wilder that looked like he made a couple of executive decisions, to be able to get on out of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and get back to Alabama fully intact without sustaining any detrimental damage from Joseph Parker. Now, that's very different from what we're typically used to seeing. And Malik Scott, the trainer of Deontay Wilder, said that the reason for that boils down to Deontay Wilder experimenting and taking ayahuasca, the psychedelic plant-based drug that many people swear by is a drug that helps you become more enlightened. They say that it'll change your life. All that kind of good jazz and pizzazz is what people swear by with ayahuasca. Now, for me, from what I've heard, I'm not going to lie to y'all, man. I'm not taking no ayahuasca. I like to have my faculties. I like to know what's going on around me. I don't like to be out of my mind and tripping off of anything. That's just not my flavor. But, Malik Scott said that, that Deontay Wilder took ayahuasca and that in the immediate aftermath of taking it, it sort of changed Deontay Wilder, which is kind of the reason why we saw a not as aggressive, a not as violent Deontay Wilder that we're used to seeing. So Malik Scott is promising that when we get this next bout from Deontay Wilder, he's gonna turn that switch back on. So we're gonna see if Deontay Wilder taps back into that violence that I guess kind of subsided after after having a time on ayahuasca. So we'll see what ends up happening with Deontay Wilder in his next bout. We'll see if Malik Scott is really right. Because some people talked about it being ring rust. Some people say that at this point Deontay Wilder got a little bit too wealthy, a little bit too comfortable. You go back to, him chilling in silk PJs while Joseph Parker looked locked in like the Terminator, ready to kill. But overall, man, Malik Scott is, he's coming to the defense of his fighter, especially being his trainer and being alongside of Deontay Wilder, as much as he has been. So we will see what ends up happening come June time when it's time to get in that ring with Big Bang Zhang. But y'all let me know if you're buying the ayahuasca excuse as to why Deontay Wilder lacked aggression and lacked that typical eye of the tiger that we're used to seeing. Because one thing we know about Deontay, he's down to go out on his shield. You know, what we saw at the Day of Reckoning, that wasn't the Deontay Wilder that fired Mark Breland, you know, for stopping a fight against Tyson Fury. I mean, the Deontay Wilder we know is almost ready to die in the ring at times. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section about Deontay Wilder and if the ayahuasca thing really had an impact, or do you think it was ring rust, or do you think Joseph Parker was just straight out, you know, a class above Deontay Wilder? But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. This is JD at BVTV News. I'm going to keep giving y'all the latest and greatest news in the sport of boxing. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. And I'm going to make sure we keep giving it to y'all on this channel. Till next time, deuces.